Hey guys, what's up? RDiK here, OLDSCHOOLDUELIST 12, and welcome to the first podcast that I am starting. I really don't have a name at the moment. I'm pretty sure I'll have a name before it goes up, because that would kind of suck if there was no name, just blank name up there. But just to tell you guys a quick format of how this podcast is going to work and everything, it's going to be, I can't give you like a guaranteed days. There's gonna the podcast is gonna go up. I'm gonna try to do maybe one a week or every other week if I can. I'm pretty sure I can do one a week for sure. But I'm not gonna make any promises just yet. And then for now, I'm just posting everything to YouTube. With a video game in the background. Just so if you want to watch something, so you're not just staring at like my logo or anything. It's it's got the background. It's got me playing. I think I was playing Towerfall Ascension, which is really fun. I got it the other day. It's really fun, and you're gonna see me do absolutely horrible. So if you really want to watch it and see me do bad, then yeah, go ahead watch it. If you don't, then put it on your computer and do something else, or like minimize it, or put your phone in your pocket if you're listening to this on your phone. And if you want to do it, I really don't care. I'm just appreciating that you take the time to listen to it. So, with the podcast, I'm literally just going to talk about whatever I want. I'm not going to be like, oh, today's big news story, or today's, a story that I'm going to talk about. There's not going to be that. It's not going to be that at all, just because if I find a cool story that I want to talk about, then yeah, I'll totally talk about it. But, if I don't have one, then I'm just going to talk about, my week or like my day or whatever. And yeah, it's really about it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in this, and my day or my week, my last few weeks have been interesting. They've been very interesting. Been dealing with a lot, and to to sum up, because it's a podcast, I'm gonna talk about whatever I want. Kind of just to sum up my week, because I could probably go into it for a minute for a good hour or two. I really don't want to, because I kind of want to talk about other stuff too. I'd recently become single. The girl I was dating, she was great. She was amazing. She did a lot for me. Very happy I met her. Me and her are still friends. We're still good friends. So I'm glad about that. I'm pretty much I'm good. I was pretty upset. I was pretty emotional and everything. It comes with a relationship. And yeah, she did a lot for me. And one of the things she really did for me is she helped me find out who I am. And what I mean by that is, for years I'd been battling, gender identity and just various other things, that has to do with my gender. I considered myself cross-dresser. For a while I just wanted to completely deny it and ignore it. But, finally, but around my summer going into senior year of high school, senior high school-ish, sometime around there, I finally just accepted it, and I was like, you know what, this is who I am. I like to wear women's clothes. That's really about it. And then it turned into, do I want to be a girl? Sex change, all this other stuff. I'm still looking into sex changes and everything, just because it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It's not as simple, and not trying to be you guys need to be educated about it, but it's just something that it's not as simple for some people. Some people, it's simple. It's just kind of boom, done. I'm doing it. And for others, it's a battle to try and figure out is this really what I want? Do I want to be happy? Everything, a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's been a lot for me, as well as with the breakup happening. It's just my mind was just couldn't think. But I'm okay now. I'm good. Just been talking to my friends, hanging out with them, trying to get myself distracted, and doing this podcast actually might help. Because I could just talk, just shut my door, and just talk for a good minute. And yeah, just get things off my chest, off my mind. That I just wanted to talk about. And so So I've been dealing with that, my gender identity and everything. But I'm still figuring things out. And yeah, I see myself as trans. Like, you know, if I do, you know, finally make a decision on what I'm gonna do about, you know, getting a sex change and stuff, don't worry, I'll probably I will definitely talk about it on the podcast, just because, you know, it'll definitely help me to talk about it. Oh, excuse me. So I've been dealing with that, and, you know, it's just been a lot. It's just a hell of a lot, and I'm glad it's behind me now. Like, you know, with the whole relationship thing, now I can just move forward, do my own thing, because that's something, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do my own thing, figure out some stuff that I just want to do, like, you know, a podcast. So yeah, that's really about it on that. It's not really, I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like I could talk about it for a minute. I mean, I really could, but, you know, I really don't want to. Personally, I really just don't want to talk about it, just because it's a lot, and at the same time, I really don't have, like, a bunch of, like, answers and, like, stuff to talk about it. So that's that. That's really about that. It on that. One thing I wanted to address real quick about, like, my YouTube channel. That itself is, like, its own topic. Like, you know, last summer, I was going pretty hard with it. You know, I was doing my weekly uploads. I had a set schedule. I was adding days. I was doing more, and then it just became too much, because I'd gone on vacation, did a bunch of pre-recordings, and the pre-recording really, really, like, was a lot for me. I felt like it just wasn't being the channel that I wanted to be. It just started to, like, lose its luster. And I just wasn't really having fun. I'm pretty sure I really just, like, burnt myself out when I did all those pre-recordings. So, you know, I don't think I'll pre-record it. Excuse me. Like, if I go on vacation again, I'm pretty sure I won't pre-record a bunch of videos again. Just because, like, that was a lot, and it kind of felt forced. And I don't like feeling forced. It just doesn't, like, you know, if for some people that, you know, watch PewDiePie and stuff like that, because me, I actually, like, you know, I like him a lot. He's funny. He makes me laugh. You know, he's a good person. He's a good time. He doesn't, like, really do pre-recordings and stuff like that because it feels forced, and, you know, he doesn't want videos to seem like, you know, I'm having fun, but in reality, I'm not having as much fun as it's showing. I mean, yeah, sure, you probably have to, like, bump up your enthusiasm a little bit when you do recording, just to make it seem entertaining for them, and to really, like, show, like, yeah, I'm having fun, you know, and you guys should have more, like, have fun too. And it's one of those weird things to, like, be like, I'm having fun, you should watch me have fun, while I'm having fun, so you have fun. I guess that makes, I don't know what the fuck I just said. Basically, have fun watching me have fun, in turns, you're having fun. So it's one of those, like, I guess, really awkward situations where you're just kinda like, yeah, you know, I'm having fun, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you're not. You're really not. Sorry. It's been, I woke up a little bit. I probably should have took a shower before I recorded this, but, you know, I wanted to do it. I was really pumped to start recording this. But yeah. So it's just one of those things that I'm probably gonna try and retackle again. I don't know, cause, like, my channel, when I first started the channel, I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. You know, I'm gonna do a bunch of card stuff. You know, duels, deck profiles. You know, vlogs, stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do vlogs again. Or not vlogs. I don't know if I want to do Yu-Gi-Oh stuff again on the channel, because I mean, like, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh is still fun, and I still play, and I still go do stuff with it, and it's a blast. It's definitely a blast, and I wouldn't want anything else. Or I wouldn't, like, you know, I wouldn't want any other hobby, because, you know, that's what I wanted. I kind of want it to stay as a hobby, not really something that I'd like to do on YouTube, you know, or, like, you know, do for a living. It'd be cool if I could do it for a living, but just like a tournament, like, just tournaments, type of stuff, because it's, with, like, doing Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube is very hard to do. Mostly because, like, you could only do so much on Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, like, on YouTube with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, like, you could do the same, like, you could do top 10s, you could do deck lists, you could do discussion videos, like, just talking about various different topics. And, like, yeah, I guess you could say, like, the various different topics could, give that wide range of stuff to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! But at the same time, it can only go so far before, it's repetitive, or it's very repetitive. And then next thing you know, you're just kind of on a loop. You're just like, okay, so the beginning of this month, you got a bunch of deck profiles or something like that. It's the beginning of, like, what's known as formats. And what formats are, is just like when ban list comes out, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has ban lists, it says what cards you can and can't use. And then, when those formats, when it's a new format, people will be like, okay, so now it's a new format. These cards are banned. These cards are legal again. These cards were limited and all that type of stuff. So, this is what changes you should do to your decks. These are what decks that are good now. And it just, like, you can only do so much with the format and everything with deck profiles, because after a while it just becomes repetitive. You're just like, okay, top 10. Okay, let me change it up. Deck profile. Duel. A very exciting duel, a discussion. There's just, again, it's just only so much you can do before it just becomes very repetitive and very monotonous. And the next, like what happened to me, is just like the lackluster is gone. Because that's what I focused really hardcore on the channel when it first started. Was like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the main thing, and the video games were fun. I enjoyed playing the video games. Don't get me wrong, video games, you could argue video games is the same thing. You're just like, you play a bunch of games. A lot of games you play will end up on the channel. So then, like, you're like, yeah, you could play it in your own time, but then, like, if you play the game in your own time and continue past the story, if there is a story, then, when you get to that part on the channel, that takes away the reaction, your first time reaction. And it's really, like, I feel like that just, that could do a lot. That could, like, harm, like, I wouldn't say harm, but I definitely would say, like, it would definitely not be as enjoyable for you or for your viewers or anything like that, because then, like, it's not your first reaction. Like, say, when I first started playing video games on the channel, I started a game called Tales of Zestiria. I was doing hour episodes, and then, like, I stopped playing it. I discussed this on the channel, but I'd stopped playing it mostly because I was getting copyright bans. And it was like, I couldn't monetize them. It's not like I was making money on it, but, I wanted to monetize because it was like, I wanted to do YouTube. I really wanted to. I still kind of do, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta find that drive to do it again. So, yeah, that's really what it is. It's like, I gotta find that drive, that I want to, do this. I want to be successful on it. Like, yes, you can be very successful, but at the same time, YouTube is not what it used to be. It's very hard to be popular on YouTube, and, like, guaranteed your first, if you're just gonna be if you're like a regular person, not someone who's been on there from the beginning, basically, or like someone who's been there for 7 years, 5 years, whatever. It's going, like, your first, like, year or two, more than likely, are going to be so slow. Like, it's gonna be insanely slow, and it might take you like 2 years to even get 1,000 subscribers or anything like that. I mean, like, it's really hard. I mean, like, I could sound really hypocritical because I'm posting this stuff to YouTube, but it's definitely not easy. It's not easy at all to get somewhere on YouTube, which is something that, I'm not gonna say bothers me, because it shouldn't, because it's a job. If you want it to be your career, it's gonna have to become your job, and it's gonna have to do a bunch of other stuff. Just like a normal job, you have to work your way up to the top and make a living. Like me, I got lucky. In reality, it kind of like, you have to put your effort in and then get lucky. Like, that's honestly how I see things in like life and with a job. Like, if you want something, you have to work, and then get lucky. And this is what I can show from my hard work, and this is what I can get from it. And it's not, it's not only like, get lucky, sit around and get lucky, work hard and then you'll just get lucky. Sometimes, like, it really is, you just get lucky in your position. And I can consider myself lucky. And at the same time, I did put in my hard work to be able to get lucky and get the opportunity to get full time at my job. Because, I'll be honest, my job, I was working part time for like 2 years, about 2 years. I'm on my I'm on my third year being there at my job. I work for Walt's. It's a grocery store, in like the Illinois, Chicago area. It's a chain store. And there's 7 stores. Yeah, 7 stores. I do maintenance for all 7. Like, I fix stuff. I fix machines if they're down. Build stuff. When they got drains that are clogged, I gotta route them. But I got lucky and got full time. And here's how I got full time doing that. I just showed how hard work and how dedicated I was. I wouldn't say dedicated, but at the same time, it's like, it was a job. I need a job to survive. So it's like, if I just work hard and show that, like, I'm a hard worker and I'm worth the effort of giving me more hours, more time, more responsibility. And they did. They needed a bakery driver. To like the bakery driver, at nighttime, deliver all the donuts and breads to all the different stores or any other, random crap at night. That wasn't a big deal. That had to be delivered during the day. So I got that. I do that 2 days a week or 2 nights a week, and everything else is maintenance. And, I got full time out of it. So I'm very happy and very, lucky to have been offered that, which I'm very, very appreciative of everything. And, they take care of me. They make sure, I get what I deserve. And I'm happy. I'm very happy about that. And I couldn't ask for it anymore. Really, I really couldn't. It just shows hard work and not giving up. Because I could have easily just got another job. Been working 2 jobs. I probably still could get 2 jobs. And, working like, 68 hours a week. But, I kind of want a life. I kind of want to, like, just figure something out what I want to do with my life. So, if I could, I don't know. To be completely honest, I don't know what I want to do with my life. That's kind of like the big thing, which comes back to you, like me talking about YouTube a minute ago. It wasn't like I just wanted to give up on YouTube. It took a lot of time that I didn't have, and when you want something out of it, you want to have fun. You want to make sure it's enjoyable, and especially if it's something you want to be like your career. Because I feel like there's a difference between a job and a career. I'm pretty sure I'm repeating myself as a lot of people would do, but I feel like there's a difference between a job and a career. Like, a job is, it pays the bills, it does other stuff, but a career is a job that you love doing. You can't complain about it one bit, or I wouldn't say one bit, because there's always something to complain about. Sometimes it won't do you any good, but it's minimum to no complaining about your career, and it's something that you've strived for and you've wanted like your whole life. Like, for me, I wanted to be a rock star. I still want to, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, it's something I want to figure out. I kind of want to work on YouTube. I want to see, like, I really want to try and give it a good effort again. I've always been very passionate about game designing. Like, I tried doing like RPG games, but game design is really hard. Making a game by yourself is ungodly hard. I give props to people that make games by themselves and are successful about it. I'm jealous. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it, is like, I'm jealous, and like, I envy them so much that they did it. They had a successful game to actually, say like, yo, I made this, and it's amazing, and everyone likes it, and they made it. I mean, maybe even if it's like a one-hit wonder type of game, it's still something they can say, I did this, I was in the limelight. I made money off of it. And yeah, I mean, it's not always about the money, but, the money is definitely an incentive to want to continue to do things. Even if it's for a short time, it's something that definitely is like, I was successful. It makes a person be like, yes, I did this, and I was very happy that I did this. So that's why, that's where I kind of am right now. Just kind of like, I don't really know what I want to do. Just kind of working and, being me, trying to figure stuff out. Like, I'm only 21, and it's still, like, I still have time to, I still have time to figure out what I want to do. But at the same time, I feel like I don't. I feel like I should have a direction going that I want to go, and I don't have that. I don't have it. So that's what I'm trying to figure out with myself right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I feel like these podcasts are gonna help because I can just talk. Plus, this is something I've wanted. Like, I love listening to podcasts, and they're so relaxing and enjoyable to just sit there and listen to one or two people, and sometimes even more, just to talk back and forth and just be like conversation. And I guess you could say, I just listen to radio shows, but for some reason, there's not on regular radio. There's just not anything good on regular radio, so that's why I listen to podcasts, which is just internet radio. And yeah, there's like a lot of them. There's just podcasts are cool. So that's why I've always wanted to do one. So I'm gonna do one for, and if it's really enjoyable and I really like it, I'm gonna continue to do it as well. Try to do other things as well. But I might start trying to do YouTube again and play video games on YouTube because it's fun. I had so much fun. It's basically like a podcast. But I'm commenting on, I'm talking about the video game and other various things, just as, I'm doing something while talking. For podcasts, it's just kind of like I'm sitting here, I'm talking, and yeah, it's really about it. If I had a guest or something, or someone to talk to, that'd be great. It'd be I feel like the podcast would be easier to do, but I want a challenge right now. I really need a challenge in life. And I want to I want to start setting goals again, because I had goals before, but now, I lost my goals. I lost my drive and my passion to do things. So I want to start setting goals, and I want to start doing stuff again. And I want to figure out basically what I want to do in my life. And yeah, that's really about it. I'm just really just ranting now, just talking to talk. I don't know if I'm even making any sense. But it's helping me. It's definitely helping me just to talk. I know I'm pretty sure to everyone else in my house are just man, he sounds crazy. And I'm gonna say that every so often, I bet you he sounds really crazy and everything else, blah blah blah. So it's just weird. It's different. I don't that's one thing that that's one thing I really have to say. That's really weird about doing YouTube and everything else, because it's kind of when you're just when you're doing YouTube and you're by yourself, you sound crazy. And that's maybe something weird to say or do, but you just sound crazy. At least if you're an actor, or you're doing news or something like that, or if you have someone with you while you're doing whatever you do, if you're a dual comedy group on YouTube, or you have a talk show on TV, you're there talking to somebody, or if you're a well-known artist in general, but I feel like that's also different, because if you're a well-known person, again, another great example is just YouTube, you at least, you could talk, you could say, I'm talking to my audience, and then you could talk to your audience, you can talk as if you're talking to an audience. For me, honestly, if you go back to some of my earlier videos, that kind of might sound it might not sound like I'm talking to an audience. It's kind of, to me, it sounds a little bit forced, but I've gotten a lot more comfortable with talking and stuff like that, to the point where I'm just kind of I can talk and make it sound natural. And that's one thing that I definitely would as advice to some people that are I want to do this in life, and I want to do that in life with entertainment. talk as if you're talking to an audience. That like, and then sometimes don't even talk as if you're talking to an audience. It just depends on how you are. Like, that's kind of how I have to do it, depending on like what I'm doing. Like doing the podcast, it's kind of like a mixture of the two. I kind of talk to it as if like I'm talking to myself, yet also talking to an audience. Like, I'm trying to just bounce ideas off myself while trying to make it seem engaging for you guys. So that's really, I don't know, I'm just really trying to, I'm not saying trying, like, I'm really just ranting. Like, this is me everyday life. Like, I talk to myself so much throughout the day. So, you know, maybe doing a podcast might make it help. And make my ranting to myself a little more useful. But yeah, that's so yeah, that's you know, just me ranting. Yeah, I don't know, I might try to do YouTube again. Maybe I've been telling myself, like, you know, do it. Why don't you just do it? You got nothing to fucking lose right now. It's not like if you don't do it, you'll lose out on tons of money, because you're not making money on it. You're not, and you're not gonna be making money on it anytime soon. So, you know, do it. Why not? What the hell do you have to lose? So, yeah. What else? I've also, like, recently, this is, like, completely new topic now. I've been really addicted to this one game. Not sponsored by it, by the way. Not at all, not sponsored, not trying to promote it, but I'm just telling you guys about it. It's called Yugioh Duels. It's a really fun game, and I did a bad thing with it. I did microtransactions. I'm not a person, like, I don't like microtransactions that would, like, help improve game. Like, if it's cosmetic, and, like, you know, it doesn't help boost stats or anything like that, I'm all for it. Like, Overwatch, I'm all for the cosmetic microtransactions. If you want to spend $5 or $20 or $60 on to get some loot crates, just try and get some skins, that's all you. But if it's microtransactions to help boost your stats and stuff, that's really cheap. That's so annoying to me. But I did that, and now I'm a hypocrite, and I really hate doing it. I really hate that I did it, but, like, you know, I wanted to do it, and I did it, and now I'm a microtransaction scum. I spent $26 on it. Yeah, I know. Why did you do that? But, you know, I wanted to. And can't say I'm happy I did, because, like, it's kind of like a bittersweet type of thing. Like, I got some good stuff out of it, but at the same time, I got bad stuff out of it, too, because you buy packs, and, you get cards, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Only, like, they shrunk the game down. Instead of, like, 5 cards, like, per monster zone and spell and trap zone, you get 3 cards, and your decks are, instead of 40, they're 20. And it's really cool. Like, they just basically took the entire game, split it in half. Even life points are not 8,000, they're 4,000. It's really fun, really cool, and I think it's a really cool twist on the whole game. And I think it's a really good intro into making Yu-Gi-Oh! An online game and a CCG, which is a cyber card game. And it's really cool. Like, definitely, like, you know, the actual card game is going to be superior overall, and it's a lot better because you have a lot more stuff you can do. It's a lot longer, a lot more interesting. But if you, like, want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the go for, like, you know, a good toilet game, or, like, you know, a fun game that you and your friends could just download and stuff, definitely get Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's really fucking cool. I definitely suggest it. I'm not sponsored, not promoting the game, but it's really cool, and I just gave away free advertisement. But yeah, it's really cool. I really hate microtransactions. They're stupid. They're really dumb. They can go fuck themselves. Another thing I want to add real quick. I apologize if I swear. This is definitely a podcast that I will definitely swear in. I'm not gonna say a lot. Not gonna say a little. Just know I will swear, and there is no hesitation. There is no warning. I'm not gonna bleep about, because one thing if that's one thing, I don't believe in bleeping curse words out. Like, I feel like bleeping is dumb. Cause, like, maybe in some situations, like, if you're trying to be professional, you can't be like, yeah, you should totally buy this fucking product. Like, yeah, but, like, if you're just having, like, a casual conversation or something like this, like, that's kind of like what this is. It's just a casual conversation. I don't think swearing is a big deal. like if they swear on TV, I don't think they should bleep it. I really don't. Like I got HBO and well, not HBO. I got Showtime. That's what it is. I got Showtime and stuff, and you know they play movies on there all the time, and they don't bleep shit. Like they just play, yeah, we gotta fucking kill him, and you're just like, okay, cool, yeah, go fuck kill him, do it, fuck him. So yeah, I just don't believe I don't believe bleeping is a thing. I believe maybe in certain situations you need to sound professional, and swearing is definitely not a professional thing to do. But at the same time, if you're just being cash as ever, then swear, fuck it, do it, shit. Maybe some words you shouldn't say just because I don't know. I feel like people also are really soft, and they don't they're too soft. They get offended by everything. But that's another topic for another podcast. Yeah. Yeah, so if I swear, I'm apologizing now, but at the same time, I really don't care if if it offends you or not. Yeah, that's really about it. That's all I got to talk about today. I think it's a really good spot to end the first podcast, and I'm not gonna pre-record a bunch and then just upload. Now I'm just kind of I'm just gonna kind of just record. I guess I wouldn't say record when I can, because besides my Thursday Fridays, because my Thursday Fridays are really busy. They're oh my god, they're ungodly busy. So I can't say that I'm gonna be recording stuff on Thursdays and Fridays, and so most of the time, any other day I'll probably be recording. But I'm gonna look into doing some more YouTube stuff, just because I feel like I could do it now. Talking about it for a minute definitely helped me. Just sit here and just think out loud. And so I'm definitely gonna look into it some more. Gonna try and get some type of schedule. Gonna get a lot of stuff figured out. I just gotta make the time. I need to find that drive and passion of something I want to do, and I really think you guys should too. But thank you guys so much for listening. It has been great. Thank you for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, because I don't know how you've listened to it or viewed this. I don't know if you actually watched the video of me playing Towerfall Ascension and be garbage. Don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna look into putting this stuff on SoundCloud and stuff like that. But SoundCloud is really retarded when it comes to a free premium, so I'm gonna look at how much it costs and everything. Gotta make it feel like it's worth it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and subscribe to my channel and some of my other videos. Check out some of my previous videos, and don't worry, I will definitely be looking into playing video games on YouTube again. It's something that I really want to start doing again, just because. And thank you, and have a wonderful, beautiful night, day, thing, or whatever.